here we are. It's January 2024. It's a new year. I just got back from a walk, poured a cup of tea, and I thought, perfect time to record a message for 2024. And I've been looking at what's out there on social media, and it's, the plethora and flurry of New Year's resolutions and word of the year, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought, what do I want my message to be and what do I want to share? So let's have a cup of tea together. Take a deep breath. I am ringing in this new year with patience, equanimity, innovation, progression, intention. And I'm just slowing it down. I'm slowing everything down. When I slow down, that is when I do my best thinking. I produce my best thought leadership. And I did this while I was writing my book. Speaking of my book, little selfless plug, we did our hard launch with the book launch on November 1st. And on November 10th, my book hit #1 on Amazon in the healthcare administration category, which it's one of those intersected, repetitive, intertwined, serendipitous moments where the medical world has not let me go since I left it. And this month is my 15th year of coaching. And I sit in awe, I sit in wonder, I bask in curiosity. And I'm just excited to see where it's going to go. And here we are, the first week of January. I think I'm recording this on the Wednesday, the 3rd. So you'll be seeing this on Friday, the 5th. I'm just in awe of this year and all of the limitless possibilities. I'm in awe that my book is still in the top 10. It's not something I take for granted. But on the other hand, I know the effort and intention and hard work and discipline and structure that I put into that book. And my intention has always been that my book will be a ripple effect in the world. I hope it heals the world in some capacity. It was written for leaders at all levels. So I want to start this solo episode at the beginning of 2024 to ask you, what are you thinking about? What do you want? Are you a heart-centered leader? If not, why not? Do you want to become a heart-centered leader? I encourage you to connect with me on all the social platforms. I write my own content every day on LinkedIn, and I'm always sharing thoughts and feelings and even emotions from some of the readers that I have been blessed with to gain around the world from my book. So, what does it take to be a heart-centered leader? That's a big, big question. And it's one that is never going to be answered in a short answer. It's not one that also helps shift a culture. It's not a task because there is no destination of becoming a heart-centered leader. It's a journey. And I wrote this week about being an expert. And I do believe that many people globally have a multitude of talents, and some have the 10 to 30,000 hours to gain and deem that title, that stature of an expert. I don't think I ever want to be an expert, because if I'm an expert, I'm throwing my stake in the ground and I'm not continuing to evolve and learn and grow daily as a woman leader. And that's really important to me. And it anchors me to my why. And I keep it in the forefront of when I'm reading, when I'm writing, when I'm thinking. And I think it's really important. And I've got some big goals this year. I want to do a TED Talk. And I'm thinking about the delivery of that and the shortness and the impact. I've started recording my audiobook. Want to talk about anxiety. I don't even have anxiety, but I think I do. I practiced yesterday and it was really, really hard because I don't want to read my book to you. I want to pretend we're having a conversation and evoke the emotion of who I am as a woman leader, a heart-centered woman leader. And it just really gave me great respect for narrators, storytellers, any type of artist. It's not a sit down and grab the mic and away you go. You have to warm up your vocal cords. You have to be hydrated. You have to wear lip balm so your lips don't get dry. Just all the nuances. And I almost had that millisecond where I thought, oh my God, can I do this? And then the self-doubt that I no longer allowed to creep in was like, yes, you can. And I'm just going to do all the things. And I've slated a certain time every week to do the recording. I'm going to be hydrated. I'm not going to talk that morning. I'm going to make sure I have my lips well lubricated with lip balm. And I'm just going to sink in like I'm having a beautiful conversation like I do here every month with all of you. I think it's important that we grow and face our fears head on, because it's easy to make an excuse and delay it and be a procrastinator. And we all know that procrastination is the cousin to any fear-based behavior. So I'm just going to continue working on all of my big goals, serving my global leadership clients, and trying to be better than I was yesterday. I'm going to talk about it next week, but I'm not really going to pick a word this year. Because really, when we pick a word, what are we doing? We're choosing a specific behavior to honor that word so that we behave and carry that word out all year. Why don't we go right to the root of what we really want and just be transformational leaders? And that comes from being a transformational leader who accepts the behavior or behaviors that he or she needs. And that comes with fear, big fear. It comes with barriers. It comes with negativity, procrastination, barriers, lack of boundaries, all the things. And this year, I'm just jumping in because you all know how much I love being imperfect. And as I look at you, you're just as imperfect as I am. We all are. We are all growing, evolving human beings on planet Earth, doing things to excel, to feel, to be seen, to be heard, to be valued, to be validated. And my book was a huge validation for me because I waited 30 years to write it. And I'm turning 58 this year. So I'm not going to wait another 30 years to do all of the yearning of things that I want to do in my life. I'm going to do them and I'm going to jump full in. I'm not always, I don't always have it all figured out. I don't always have full clarity, but I've had a lot of coaches that I've worked with always tell me, think big and act fast. You don't have to have it perfect. And I love being imperfect. So that works for me. And now that I've done my book, I know that there's bigger, brighter things to come. And I'm just going to jump all in. So here's to transformational behaviors. Here's to a brand new year full of limitless potential. And I just want to wish you amazing and optimal health. I hope you've got some goals that you're going to work on this year, whether it be personal or professional. And I'll be right alongside you and I'll continue to talk about it every month. But thanks for joining me. We're on the last half of season 4, which I love. And I love the podcast. I love creating it for you every week. I love meeting phenomenal leaders around the globe who lead with their heart and true authenticity. And we will continue to do that as we sail into 2024 and finish out season 4. So happy New Year. Here's to you. Here's to our goals. And here's to transforming our lives in a brand new year. And I'm excited to hear and see what you do. And I'll be sharing my journey as we go along all year. Take care.